What's up, everybody? My name is Aya. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, A Very Good Life. We're going to be talking about Mars rising. And you should have seen me sitting here, like, thinking about it. Because I'm like, that's my placement. For my Mars is in Virgo. I have a Virgo ascendant. Surprise, everybody! Rock. a lot of you guys that comment, we share the same like aspects and stuff. Maybe that's why you're attracted to me, I guess, or whatever, you know. Um, and so sometimes when I have the aspect that I'm talking about, I'm really good at interpreting it, and sometimes I'm not. And this time I'm at a loss. Seriously, I'm kind of at a loss, but I'm gonna do my best because I'm like, I don't see myself. Ooh, oh no. Okay, let's do it. All right. So, dating a woman. We're gonna start off dating a woman with Mars in the first house in Aries. What do we want? Sex. I'm gonna be honest. We want. I'm not gonna say that. We want to swing from the chandeliers. I was gonna say something way more unnecessary, I guess. But I have a potty mouth. So I was gonna use my potty mouth, but I decided not to. All right. Yeah, we want to swing from the chandeliers. We like high intensity in attraction. I'm saying we because I have this aspect. We want, which can get us in trouble. Relationships start off with a lot of passion and fire, where you can't keep your hands off of each other. Now, because I have that Virgo thing going on, I make guys wait. Just for me, it's so that I can get the most intensity out of a person as possible, and then I'm a Scorpio sun as well, and so I like to drive guys crazy sexually. Yeah, because so by the time they do get a peak or whatever, they're like, like Wolverine. That's what I like. So I make it happen. I make that happen. Um, hmm. Okay, fine. Uh, Women with Mars and Aries, a lot of times don't pick the the best guys because a lot of times we pick guys who are immature. That's Aries energy. Um, and like I said in previous videos, Mars energy is something you have to live out in order to learn from it. And so I'm proud of myself. Uh, and it's because women with Mars in the first house or Mars in Aries um, are youthful themselves. They like to have fun and like to be spontaneous. And so I don't come across to people like I'm almost 40. So a lot of young guys are attracted to me. I mean, as well as older guys too, but uh, a lot of guys that I have chemistry with are younger than me, and I have to watch out. Like, I'm proud of myself here in Peru. There have been guys that we've been attracted to each other, but I have said, "Down, girl. How old is he?" And for me, it's not the age, but it's where they're at in their life. Because just because I come across as youthful, that don't mean I don't have my shit together. And a lot of times, these younger guys don't have their shit together. And I actually would like a relationship. I'm not looking for like one night stands or anything like that. that they don't sit well with me. But that would be an aspect of Mars in Aries or Mars in the first house, to where it's wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and good night and goodbye. You know, um, it's the Mars and Virgo that makes me think through things, and I guess I'm like shrugging because it's stressful sometimes to wait, and to not just let your top blow, boom. But I actually care about having, like, making love and like having great sex and not just like mediocre sex. Especially since if I've been waiting for months and months and months and months, I am not wasting it on someone who doesn't care about me. You know, um, yeah. Did I do a good job? Was I honest? Just even though it's me that I'm talking about. Okay. So let's get into it. When your Mars is rising, your Mars is at home in the first house. So you are um people experience you as competitive and combative. Even if you're not, you could very well use that energy to play Monopoly or something. You like to win. You want to win. And you're not necessarily a sore loser or anything, but your motto in life is that I I am I am going to outbest myself in life. But people will be competitive with you. And so you might feel like you don't really have as many friends as you would like, because it'd be your friends that, well, you being around us, me and you, this is weird with this aspect, um, raises the bar for other people because you're always challenging, but people think that you're challenging them. And so, with my Virgo being here, just so that I won't have to feel the pressure from other people, I will hermit myself and I will work on my projects in silence because I don't want people to feel bad because of what I have going on in my life, and what I'm doing is for me. It's not so that other people can like hurry up and rush to get to where I'm at. When in actuality, I'm like the turtle, not the rabbit. It takes me a long time. It takes me a long time. But because I am very meticulous and thoughtful and caring about like my what I do, how I put it out, how I present it, it's very long lasting, um, and correct. Because I try to perfect the things that challenge me. You know, that's my that Mars and Virgo and the ascendant thing. You hone in and you make it right. You cook the dough and you, I don't know. Okay. So you could wear like your anger on your sleeve, or the things that make you upset. Or it can feel like to some people that you don't like anything, or you're always mad, or because Mars energy has to do with like your primitive reactions to things, and some people might feel like you have a lot of opinions about everything, you know. Um, you quick draw with like your reactions. Now, again, maybe you don't see this in yourself. I'm saying these things because I listen to my friends when they have told me these things. They ain't lying, even though I was like, uh-uh, uh-huh. Yeah. And so like I was saying before in past videos, Mars energy is not an energy that's like obvious to you, but it's more obvious to others, like how you're coming across and how people are responding to you. It's really what you're giving off. And so a lot of times with Mars, the first house in general, with Aries energy in general, you have to make sure that people feel your heart, your intent, your love, or they might experience you as being a bully, and that might be like the last thing that's on your heart and on your mind, you know. Or they might experience you as taking up all the space in the room. It's like I've arrived. It's all about me. I'm very much so that way, but it's no shade to everyone. You gotta have a sense of humor about yourself, or she ain't gonna get through this thing called life. Um, so yeah, you might have people extreme reactions to you. Some people might absolutely love you and want you around all the time, and there are some people that be like, this bitch. You'll become this bitch to them. And then Mars in the first house is very, very shady. And it's giving, hi. Even if you know that person doesn't like you. Because you're like, no, I'm going to be here. I ain't going nowhere. That's the fighter in you. So you have to learn how to like pick your battles and maybe dial it back sometimes. Just be gracious if you can, you know. Um, I'm not saying you have to dim your light for anybody, dim your passion and your fire, and not be competitive. Like, for instance, this is how my competitiveness come out. Growing up, growing up is a very Mars term. Growing up, um, I was a tomboy. I still am a tomboy. Ugh. But as I got older, started growing boobs and hips and stuff, guys don't take me seriously to play basketball with them because they're trying to grab my booty, you know. But growing up, I'm like truly competitive and I want to play. I really want to play the game. Now, playing with girls, like the double dutch card I made, for those of you have been following me making my oracle deck and stuff, I made the double dutch card because that was my favorite game to play outside. But if for some reason playing with girls, things eventually turn catty, and I'm not competitive in that way. I'm truly competitive towards sports, towards the game. I want to get good at playing the game. So when the girls got catty and started being like, "Yo, mama ugly," I would go, I would go play basketball or football with the guys because I was like, I would be like, I don't care. I'm going to punch you in the face. So I'm going to go play because I don't do words back and forth. That was my thing when I was a kid and somebody would like come and step to me and like be like, you ugly or whatever, and then wanna I guess spar with me in front of everybody. And now I know it's because of how I carry myself with a lot of strength and pride and power and and confidence and leadership. That's Mars in the first house to leadership. And so people will always try to knock me down and I'll be like, I'm not bothering nobody. You know, but when you exude something, even if you don't see it, other people see it. Okay? So girls will always want to fight me. And sometimes they will get punched in the mouth because I don't I don't I don't I'm I don't have an attack with my words. So if I don't know you, I don't care about you, I don't know why you want to fight me. I'm not even mad at you. But if you're going to step to me, I'm going to assume that you're trying to fight me. So I'm going to slap you or I'm going to punch you. So then instead of hitting people right off the bat, I would warn them. I would be like, okay, all right, I don't do words back and forth. I don't do word. I don't do words. I don't do. It was giving very much. I don't do words. If you come up to me, if you come any closer to me, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Period. Okay, that was me in the circle with the girls and in the schoolyard or in the neighborhood. Anyway, and so I would end up playing with the boys, and then they would try to murder me because I'm a girl, and they didn't want me to outrun them, beat them, outscore them. So I got really good at playing defense because in order for me to get the ball playing football, I have to intercept it because they weren't passing it to me. Or if I played basketball, I could be wide open and they wouldn't pass me the ball. So I became good at stealing the ball. You know, that's Mars. I fight. You know, I would get very injured. I've been in crutches a few times playing with those boys because they were not letting me in easy. Because if I intercepted your ball, it was, oh, you got intercepted by a girl. Dang. It was, dang. And then they want to beat me up. Oh my God. Oh my God. But Mars in the first house is very brave and courageous. And so you'll put yourself out in the forefront of life. But see, it's very situational. What parts of life? For me, I wasn't afraid. Even though I have a Virgo ascendant, I'm very shy. In my personal life, I'm shy. I used to be anyway. And I still am. I'm actually a very quiet person to live with. You won't even know I'm around. Um, any of people that have lived with me, like my best friends, if we've ever lived together, they'd be like, "You're very quiet," but out with friends and stuff, I'm loud, cracking jokes, laughing, But at home, I'm quiet. Um, and also, like, I didn't mind. I would always like do auditions and stuff, end up doing leads and plays and songs and recitals and stuff because I just have this bravery to step out in the forefront. I don't mind taking the blows that come along with it, even the jealousy and the hatred. I'm willing to take take what comes along with it, or at least you learn to after a while what comes along with it. Um, hmm. And so for you, that might be different. It might be different in how you are courageous and you're brave. I want to hear about it. Tell me about it in the comments. I'm sure I have left a lot of things out. Please don't crucify me because some people will be like, well, that ain't me. Well, just know that Mars is your Mars energy can be aspected to the moon, Uranus, Jupiter, the sun, and you're going to have different combinations of how it impacts you. So let's share our stories. Don't come at my throat, okay? Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and join. Also, you can book with me. All of my info is in the description box below, whether that be my website or the app I use to book. I suggest that you go to my website and read descriptions of things because I give detail. Um, and then you can click the book button on my website. Um, I try to be as thorough as I possibly can. I just started using this new appointment app and I was having a little issues, but because people have been using it, I've worked out as much as I can. So if you're having any problems with anything, don't hesitate to email me. I want to know because I don't want people to have an awful experience going to my website. Thank you so much for joining me. Peace as we round out this amazing Mars series. Bye.